Thank you so much. I think we will definitely be catching up again on that conversation, so you can tune in for that. But before we get to it, we're still joined in the studio here with Melissa Delport, and we're in the kitchen and we're sharing some recipes from a newly released cookbook, Heal, Begin with Food. And we're about to make some grilled broccoli with mushrooms and halloumi. Does it not sound good? And this is the recipe that does, in fact, yes, it has dairy, but also has 2 heads of broccoli. So making this dish for your family might get you one step closer to having your children feast on some green and of course enjoy it too. Now I must also put a disclaimer out here. This meal also does contain high levels of calcium, vitamin K, and both of which are important for bone health and the prevention of osteoporosis. But enough further ado, let Melissa take over here and show us how it is done.
Well, you're definitely going to be helping me in here.
Okay, I got you. So where do we begin? I'm seeing colors, which I love.
Yes.
I'm seeing variety, and I'm seeing some macros. So let's go through this. What's happening?
So I love what you touch on there with the colors, because I always say that to my clients. We want to look at all the colors of the rainbow when we're eating our food, because every single color offers us a different vitamin, a different macro, micronutrient, and that's the fuel that our body needs. So looking at all the colors is a very positive thing. What we've got here is some large brown mushrooms that we're going to grill, get that nice smoky flavor going.
Yes, please.
We've got some broccoli, like you said, it's high in vitamin C. It's
actually like a superfood. There is so many vitamins in broccoli. There's so much. We can actually carry on speaking while you make this meal, because I think we're going to be chatting forever.
Exactly, else we'll chat forever.
We are such lovers.
So we're going to start with, I usually either use coconut oil or olive oil. Okay. You can play around with whichever one you want. I prefer cooking with coconut oil though, because the coconut oil actually has a higher smoke point. And olive oil is a better healthy fat to put over your dishes at the end.
Okay,
so we've got to turn this down.
Drizzling with olive oil.
Drizzling with olive oil at the end and cooking with coconut oil.
Nice.
And preferably not the odorless free one, because again, that's another further processed food. What we're trying to avoid is processed foods. And
so
actually
keep it as whole food as possible.
Exactly,
keep it as true to source as you can.
Exactly.
I love that. So you're basically starting up by, are you searing the...
Yeah, we're going to saute some leeks over here. Just to make sure that is on.
Sauteing some leeks. I like that. I like that.
Add a little bit more coconut oil.
And you got some coconut in there, and you're also getting the mushrooms going by getting a grill on there?
That's it. And we're going to grill the broccoli. So the broccoli, you can just get your broccoli head, slice down the middle, and turn it into steaks. And it's quite cool. I love them because they look like trees. Which is quite a vibe.
They do, actually. And the fact that you're even talking about it and the way you're displaying this, it seems so cool, because I would imagine this is a really cool trick or a neat tip to kind of get your kids to eat more veg, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, look, in Heal, I have a kids chapter.
Okay.
Because I feel that we've got to hand this information to the next generation. If we eat better, not only do we look after ourselves, but we look after our planet. And I think that that's quite a relevant topic at the moment, because our planet is unwell and we need to do better. So this is a great way to, like you mentioned earlier, sneak in the veg, get your kids to really enjoy it. Okay. And yeah, you've just got to make the vegetables really appealing, and know that what you're cooking for yourself, you can actually cook for your kids as well. If you're roasting a butternut, if you're a stressed mom that doesn't have time, pop a whole butternut in the oven, a little bit of coconut oil, a little bit of salt and pepper over it, roast it for an hour at 180, bam, you've got a roasted butternut. Beautiful. Half for you for dinner on your salad, other half mashed up with some cinnamon. There's your baby's food, rather than jarred food that you buy from a store that's filled with nasty chemicals and sugars.
All right, well, but before we run out of time, I really want to find out how we get to the end of this meal. And I know we can talk forever.
I know we can.
And us as parents, our habits will fall on our kids, so I can't agree with you more. But let's get to this recipe, because I cannot wait to chow down.
Perfect. So what we've got is we've got the broccoli that's going to grill. We've got the mushrooms that we're going to grill, get that nice smoky flavor going. And then we've got our leeks that are sauteing. What we also do have that's been prepped for us is some fried halloumi. We just put it in the pan, no extra oil. It's got its own fat, enough of it. And we've got some beautiful sage, and then to top off some chili and some almonds. And it just creates a really beautiful crunchy topping to contrast the soft creaminess.
And again, another beautiful meat alternative here. You're obviously getting all the protein, the good fats and everything else that we do need, but without even any addition of meat. So absolutely loving it. What happens with all of this? We're just chucking it in?
Yeah, we're just chucking it in. Luckily, I've got a beautiful plate that's been prepared here on the side. Once your leeks are ready, and once your Broccoli is nice and grilled. I mean, it can take a little bit of time, so we're going to let these guys go a little bit longer. But once they're grilled, basically what you're going to do is you're going to start to layer your salad up, well, your dish up.
Yes.
I call it a salad, believe it or not. But you're going to layer your mushrooms, your broccoli, your halloumi, the sage, and then you're going to top it off with the chili and the almonds and create a beautiful crunch with it.
Beautiful crunch indeed, and if you want to see the end product, which is just below your book over there, it looks like, to be honest, it looks like a grilled braai fusion, but there's no meat, which I absolutely love. But guys, we're going to be seeing more Melissa later on in the show for another edition. But before we get to it, here's something cool for you. To win one of 2 Heal Begin With Foods books by Melissa Delport, and that's a cookbook, we are doing an epic giveaway. And all you got to do is head over to our Facebook page and comment on the competition post and tell us what your healthy go-to meal is. And of course, our T's and C's do apply, and the competition closes at midnight tonight. So get entering. Melissa, thank you so much. We'll see you soon.
See you soon.